So what happened was that the guy had cancer.
Lung cancer.
Lung cancer. And how would you describe it? What is it? Lung cancer, is it stage 4? Was it stage 3? Or it was inoperable?
He was inoperable because there are two types of lung cancer. The small cell lung cancer and the big cell lung cancer. This was a large cell lung cancer. The small cell lung cancer is inoperable because it is distributed everywhere in the lung, and that is the cancer which gives metastasis to the brain mostly. So they don't operate the small cell lung cancer. That is a microcellular carcinoma of the lung. They only do chemo and irradiation. But he had large cell lung cancer that is operable. But his lung cancer was sitting here. It was sitting on the one of the main pulmonary arteries and encircling the pulmonary artery and holding it tight. So it was practically inoperable, and they didn't even attempt to operate. And they said that, okay, well, this is shit, and you will die within a year. And then they said, okay, you have to do the chemo and you have to do the radiation. So he said, okay, he does the chemo and he does the radiation. He did the chemo and did the radiation, and he got much worse. And he was basically unable to get out of bed, almost unable to breathe, unable to swallow because they burned everything. Because when you get irradiation here, the esophagus is burned with the radiation. So he was in a very bad way. He lost a lot of weight, and then he said, I should do something because I should do something. So I said, okay, let's do something. And then before the radiation and the chemo, he was forced to have two Pfizers, because at first I told him not to have the injections, but then they said that but they will not give him the therapy if he did not get the vaccine.
Okay.
So I told him that most probably will die of the vaccine now, but you will die anyway. And if you don't get your treatment, then you will die because of fear of not having gotten your treatment. So it's a three loss situation. There is no.
So nothing to lose, basically.
There's a lot to lose, but no escape. Of getting the vaccine. So he got the two Pfizers with 2 weeks apart.
Okay, so he had lung cancer and he got 2 injections of the
He had the cancer, then he got 2 injections, and then the radiation and the chemo was started.
Okay.
And finished.
Yeah.
And he was basically dying when it was done.
So he came to you.
And then he came to me, and then I put him on Contraccin, and I made him homeopathic stuff from his blood, from his saliva, from his urine. I gave him calcium, I gave him Schüssler salts, the whole tutti. Whatever I had, I just doled out on him. And then he started taking it, and in about 2 weeks he realized that he can eat, he can breathe, and he's getting better. So he got out of bed and started working, as if nothing happened. And then I didn't see him for about 3 months. And then 3 months later he calls, he said he's quite all right, and he would like to come because he wants another bottle of the Contraccin because this was so fucking good. That was all he said, it was so fucking good. So he came, he doled out the money, he put the bottle away, sat into his car, and drove off.
Wow. Okay.
And then I saw him about a month and a half ago. He gained about 15 kilos of weight. He's full of energy. He's absolutely healed. And then a week and a half ago, he called and sent me over his lab results, and he looks like a 20-year-old. Absolutely no abnormalities whatsoever in the blood. Absolutely healed.
Mm-hmm. So you've known him for 35 years.
35, 37 years.
He's not really a friend, but he's a long-term associate.
He's a very long-term associate, and apart from being gypsy and absolutely untrustworthy, he never fucked with me.
Okay.
So we could always, to the cent, we could always negotiate everything.
Yeah. So this guy isn't a new age hippie.
No. He's a
gypsy.
He's a billionaire.
And right. Okay. And he wouldn't try any of these products unless he absolutely had no choice, so there's nothing left. He's not the kind of guy who would really take these type of products?
I don't know that, but I don't suppose he would take it, but he takes it from me. So he wouldn't ever have touched this product if I was not there to tell him that you take this one or you die.
Yeah, but because of your reputation, he trusted you. Okay.
Oh, I'm basically the family doctor of the whole fucking family there.
Okay.
For 30 years.
30 years, okay.